Ever wondered what the coldest moments in human history felt like? The kind of cold that chills you to the bone, even if you're just watching a video about it from the comfort of your centrally heated living room. Well, shiver no more, my friends. Journey through time to explore these icy historical events. And don't worry, we'll keep things light with a dash of subtle urban humor. Because who says history has to be dry as a popcorn fart in a snowstorm? Our first stop takes us to the southernmost point of our planet, a place so cold it would make a polar bear pack a suitcase for Hawaii. Antarctica, the land of penguins and endless white, has always been known for its frigid temperatures, but recently, it's been breaking records like a clumsy waiter in a china shop. Scientists reported temperatures plunging lower than ever recorded. So low, in fact, that even the penguins were seen huddling together for warmth, muttering, "Can you believe this weather? What's causing this deep freeze, you ask?" Well, it's a complex cocktail of climate change, polar vortexes, and possibly even the lingering disappointment from the last season of Game of Thrones. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. Antarctica is currently colder than a penguin's backside after a dip in the Southern Ocean. But while we humans might complain about a chilly winter's day, the creatures of Antarctica are built for this. Penguins waddle around with their natural thermal wear, seals bask in the sun, and the occasional polar bear pops up for a visit, looking like it's just stepped out of a shampoo commercial. It's a reminder that life finds a way, even in the most extreme environments. So as we marvel at the icy beauty of Antarctica, let's remember that this frozen continent holds secrets to our planet's past, present, and future. And who knows, maybe one day we'll all be sporting penguin suits to stay warm. Next, we travel back to 1816, a year that earned the rather grim nickname, the Year Without a Summer. Imagine a world where the sun seemed to have taken an extended vacation, leaving humanity shivering in the cold, wondering if they'd ever see a beach day again. The culprit? A volcanic eruption of epic proportions. Mount Tambora in Indonesia decided to blow its top, spewing ash and aerosols into the atmosphere, causing a volcanic winter that spread across the globe. Temperatures plummeted, crops failed, and people bundled up in their thickest woolies, looking like a convention of disgruntled sheep. Now you might think a year without summer sounds like a bummer, and you'd be right. But it also led to some unexpected consequences. Mary Shelley, stuck indoors during a particularly dreary Swiss summer, wrote the Gothic horror masterpiece Frankenstein. Lord Byron penned the apocalyptic poem Darkness, and John Polidori, inspired by the gloomy atmosphere, came up with the idea for The Vampire. Talk about making the best of a bad situation. So, while 1816 might have been a year of chills and gloom, it also gave rise to some of the most iconic works of literature. It's a reminder that even in the coldest of times, the human spirit can find ways to create, inspire, and maybe even come up with a good ghost story or two. Fasten your thermal underwear, folks, because we're going way back in time to the Ice Age. We're talking about a period so cold that woolly mammoths roamed the earth, glaciers were the hottest tourist attractions, and the only hot beverage you could get was a cup of melted glacier water. Now, the Ice Age wasn't just one long winter, it was a series of glacial periods punctuated by warmer interglacial periods. Think of it as the Earth's version of a yo-yo diet. Cold, warm, cold, warm. During these glacial periods, massive ice sheets spread across continents, carving out valleys, shaping mountains, and leaving behind a landscape that still inspires awe today. But it wasn't just about the scenery. The Ice Age played a crucial role in human evolution. Our ancestors had to adapt to survive in these harsh conditions, developing tools, hunting strategies, and probably a strong aversion to ice cream headaches. It was a time of struggle, resilience, and the occasional snowball fight with a woolly mammoth. So while we might complain about a little snow on our driveways, let's remember the Ice Age, a period that shaped our planet and our species. It's a reminder that change is inevitable, adaptation is key, and sometimes you just gotta bundle up and embrace the cold. From the vastness of the Ice Age, we zoom in on a specific historical event, one that left Napoleon Bonaparte feeling a little less than emperor-like. Picture this. It's 1812, the heart of the Napoleonic Wars, and Napoleon's Grande Armée is marching towards Russia, confident in their victory. What they didn't count on was the Russian winter, a force more formidable than any army. As temperatures plummeted, Napoleon's troops found themselves fighting not just the Russian army but also the bone-chilling cold. Their fancy uniforms provided little protection against the biting wind, and their supplies dwindled faster than a teenager's allowance at a video game store. The once proud Grande Armée was reduced to a shivering, starving mess, retreating in defeat. The Russian winter became a legend, a tale whispered in hushed tones by soldiers who had witnessed its wrath. It's a reminder that even the most brilliant military strategists can be outsmarted by Mother Nature, and that sometimes the best defense against an enemy is a good pair of long johns. Napoleon's frosty retreat serves as a cautionary tale about the power of nature and the importance of packing a good scarf. It's a reminder that even the mightiest armies can be brought low by the cold, hard truth of a harsh winter. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into a theory so cold, it'll make the Ice Age look like a day at the beach. Scientists have discovered evidence suggesting that our planet once experienced a period so frigid, it was literally covered in ice from pole to pole. They call it Snowball Earth, and it's as chilling as it sounds. Imagine a world where the oceans are frozen solid, glaciers stretch across continents, and the only signs of life are microscopic creatures huddled around hydrothermal vents, dreaming of warmer days. This, my friends, is Snowball Earth, a period so extreme it makes you want to grab a blanket and hibernate for a few million years. But how did this happen? Well, scientists believe a combination of volcanic activity, decreased solar radiation, and possibly a runaway ice albedo effect turned our planet into a giant snowball. It's a reminder that Earth's climate is a delicate balance, and even small changes can have dramatic consequences. The discovery of Snowball Earth has revolutionized our understanding of Earth's climate history. It's a stark reminder of the extreme conditions our planet has endured and the resilience of life in the face of adversity. So, next time you complain about a cold snap, remember Snowball Earth, and be grateful you're not chipping ice off your front door with a mammoth tusk. From the global chill of Snowball Earth, we shift our focus to a tragedy that unfolded on a cold April night in 1912. The RMS Titanic, a ship deemed unsinkable, met its fate in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. It's a story of hubris, human fallibility, and the unforgiving nature of the sea. As the Titanic steamed towards New York, its passengers reveled in the luxury and grandeur of the ship of dreams. Little did they know that their journey would end in a chilling encounter with an iceberg, a silent giant lurking in the darkness. The collision sent shockwaves through the ship, and as the icy Atlantic waters rushed in, panic ensued. The lifeboats, woefully inadequate for the number of passengers and crew, became the only hope for survival. As men, women, and children huddled together on the deck, the band played on, their music a haunting soundtrack to the unfolding tragedy. The temperature of the water was a frigid 28 degrees Fahrenheit, a death sentence for anyone unlucky enough to be immersed in it for too long. The sinking of the Titanic remains one of the most poignant maritime disasters in history. It's a reminder that even the most advanced technology can be no match for the forces of nature, and that sometimes courage and compassion are the only solace in the face of unimaginable tragedy. Our journey through history's coldest moments takes us to the Sierra Nevada mountains in the winter of 1846. The Donner Party, a group of pioneers headed for California, found themselves trapped in the mountains by an early and brutal winter. What followed was a harrowing tale of survival, desperation, and choices that no one should ever have to make. As snow piled up, blocking the mountain passes, the Donner Party realized their predicament. Their supplies dwindled, and hunger gnawed at their bellies. The cold seeped into their bones, making every movement a struggle. Tempers flared, hope dwindled, and the once cohesive group fractured under the strain. To survive, the Donner Party resorted to desperate measures. They boiled leather for sustenance, scavenged for scraps, and ultimately faced the unthinkable: cannibalism. The details are too gruesome to recount here, but the story serves as a chilling reminder of the extremes to which humans can be driven when faced with starvation and the unrelenting grip of winter. The Donner Party's ordeal is a dark chapter in American history, a story that continues to fascinate and horrify. It's a reminder of the fragility of human life, the importance of preparation, and the dark side of desperation that can emerge when survival is at stake. From the mountains of California, we travel to the bustling cities of the American East Coast, where in 1888, a blizzard of epic proportions brought life to a standstill. The Great Blizzard of 1888, as it came to be known, dumped record amounts of snow, whipped up fierce winds, and sent temperatures plummeting lower than a politician's approval ratings during a scandal. Imagine streets buried under mountains of snow, trains stranded in their tracks, and people huddled around their fireplaces, sharing stories of survival and wondering when the milkman would finally arrive. The Great Blizzard was a storm for the ages, a reminder that even the most urbanized environments are no match for the raw power of nature. Stories of heroism emerged from the chaos. Doctors braved the blizzard to reach patients, neighbors helped each other dig out from the snowdrifts, and even the local saloon keeper kept his doors open, offering warmth and a stiff drink to those in need. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, human kindness and community spirit can prevail. The Great Blizzard of 1888 left an indelible mark on the American consciousness. It's a story of survival, resilience, and the enduring power of nature to disrupt even the most meticulously planned routines. So, next time you're snowed in, remember the Great Blizzard of 1888 and be grateful for the invention of snowblowers. Across the pond in the winter of 1962-63, the United Kingdom experienced a cold snap so severe, it earned the nickname the Big Freeze. It was a winter that tested the limits of British stoicism, as temperatures plummeted, snow piled up, and the nation's infrastructure creaked under the strain. Imagine a world where the River Thames freezes over, football matches are cancelled due to frozen pitches, and milkmen deliver their wares on sleds, looking like extras in a Victorian Christmas card. The Big Freeze brought life in Britain to a grinding halt, as people struggled to cope with the unrelenting cold, the lack of central heating, and the constant threat of frostbite. Despite the hardships, the Big Freeze also brought out the best in British humor and resilience. People huddled around coal fires, sharing stories and laughter, while children reveled in the snow, building snowmen taller than double-decker buses. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the British spirit could find warmth in community and a good cup of tea. The Big Freeze of 1962-63 remains a defining moment in British history, a reminder of the unpredictable nature of weather and the enduring spirit of a nation that can laugh in the face of a blizzard. So next time you're shivering in a British winter, remember the Big Freeze and be grateful for the invention of thermal underwear. Our final stop takes us to the village of Oymyakon in Siberia, Russia, a place so cold it would make a penguin shiver. In 1924, Oymyakon recorded the coldest temperature ever measured in a permanently inhabited place on Earth, a bone-chilling -96.16 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a temperature so low it makes you want to curl up in a ball and hibernate until spring. Imagine a world where your eyelashes freeze together, your breath turns to ice crystals in mid-air, and even vodka starts to thicken. That's life in Oymyakon during the winter, a testament to human resilience and the ability to adapt to even the most extreme conditions. Despite the challenges, the people of Oymyakon have carved out a life in this frozen frontier. They raise reindeer, fish in frozen lakes, and even play ice hockey in temperatures that would make most Canadians reach for their parkas. It's a reminder that life finds a way, even in the coldest corner of the world. Oymyakon's record-breaking cold snap serves as a testament to the extremes of our planet's climate and the remarkable adaptability of the human spirit. So next time you complain about a cold day, remember Oymyakon and be grateful you're not chipping ice off your face with a reindeer antler. So there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour of some of the coldest moments in history. From the icy plains of Antarctica to the frozen streets of New York City, we've explored the chilling tales that have shaped our planet and our species. Which moment did you find the most chilling? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you enjoyed this icy adventure through history, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more intriguing historical content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next historical deep dive. Until then, stay warm, my friends, and remember, history is never a bore, especially when it's freezing cold.